Are you ready to hear from a fantastic entrepreneur transforming the parenting world? Our next guest is Ana Mincic, the founder of 360 Kids, a groundbreaking platform revolutionizing how families interact and engage in enriching activities. We're thrilled to dive into Anna's passion and hear about her journey in creating this exciting startup. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be inspired. Anna, please introduce yourself to our guests.
Hello, Walid. Thank you for your invitation.
You're most welcome. I'm very glad and happy to see you here today with us.
I'm very glad and honored to be today with you in this podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Now, Anna, first of all, I really want to thank you for coming today. I thought it will be hard for you to come since our studio is in Ras Al Khaimah and you have to drive all the way from Dubai and so on. And especially we are recording it today on a weekend.
It's my pleasure.
So
thank you.
Really thank you for coming. We will have, I have prepared a list of questions for you today. Which because I know and I understand all the struggles you went through, the thinking you had to go through all the time and before starting Kids 360, and I would really love the audience to hear your journey and what made you come up with this interesting and exciting idea. Okay, let's go ahead now with my first question.
Yes,
can you tell us when the idea of 360 Kids first came to you and how that initial spark ignited your passion for creating this platform?
Actually, this idea came like a few years back. It was even before Corona. Actually, I was deciding to do something, and then Corona and the lockdown came. So all the activities, jobs, everything went down.
For many people was actually negative, and for a big number of people, it was positive.
Yeah, it was very positive for me because I was working on my idea. Definitely. So it's really a long time. It's not just an idea that came out yesterday.
Excellent.
So I was really preparing, like step by step, thinking about everything. But still, I was, shall I do it or not? Because since Corona finished, thank God. And still, I was thinking, shall I do it or not? Shall I do it or not? But the main reason why I had this idea, it was. I'm a mother of three children.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, a beautiful daughter and two active twin boys.
Then I believe you have a hard time at home.
Yeah, absolutely, like all parents. So when I had my first child, actually, I was a very young mother. That was 10 years back. So honestly, at that time, I couldn't find some solution, for me as a pregnant mom. I was expecting some workshops for pregnant ladies, which exist now. Maybe it started a few years back, actually, in Dubai, but that time, no. When I was seeking for some advices, I could just ask a doctor or my mom. Then my daughter was born, and the real struggles came.
Wow.
So that was really beautiful, of course, but very hard journey because the motherhood is the most important role in life of each mother.
Yes.
Absolutely. But we face lot of issues, lot of struggles. We are not sure what we should do, what is good, what is not. We are trying to do the same as our parents did for us, but still we are asking ourselves and wondering, this was good or this was not good, this was right decision or not. So my daughter, she had actually speech delay. So at age of 4, like she still didn't talk. Okay, we speak like few languages at home, but I was just, I was focusing on one, my native language, but it didn't work. She was just replying the way she wants. Usually she was just singing, so I was happy from that side. She was talented, yeah.
Yes, children are different. I know.
Yes.
I know. With our children, it is different. One kid is good in math, the other one is better in languages,
Yes.
but bad in math, and so on. So
Yes, that's
yeah.
true.
So-
That's
so
true.
I
Even my
believe-
twins are completely different. You
Twin-
know,
yeah,
even
yeah,
twins are
yeah,
completely
yeah.
different. Yeah, which I found out like 5 years back. And then at that time, I realized that I really need help for her. I need a speech therapist. I need a occupational therapist. You know, but I didn't even know where to find them. Like, okay, I found some of them. Then it's
but I
from
know, but
word of
searching
mouth.
it takes time.
It
Yes,
takes time. It's terribly
you need
scary.
trustable people.
Exactly.
Yes, I know.
I wish that I could have all the therapists from UAE, around the table and to discuss, because as a mother, it nothing happened to her. It was nothing. Actually, she was just lazy,
Yeah.
and she was like wanted to do things on her own. So that was absolutely challenging for me. And of course, you think that something is wrong. I did something wrong, or something's wrong with the child. So from that side, I was really like seeking for advices all the time. Even I educated myself, through some online courses, which is actually not in UAE. It was abroad, So yeah, that was for special education, because I thought it's, maybe she's a special child. But thankfully, everything was fine. She just needed, some speech therapist, occupational therapist. And after 3 months, she was she started to be a chatterbox. She never started.
No.
Never started,
Now
yes.
she talks a lot and
A lot. So, yes. So even from that time, I really needed that, place, community, whatever,
Yeah.
to find solutions for each of the problems, because we want the best for our kids.
Definitely.
The second thing was, when we fixed all the problems, is where to take her to do ballet, or, to do football, why not? Or to go swimming. Then some sensory issues like with water or sand or loudness,
Yeah.
So that also was covered with a therapist. But with activities, okay, where to start first? I was really lost it. In one moment, I felt lost it. Then also you have to look for some academies, centers, where is the best, where the teachers are really, dedicated, committed, where they really love kids. So from my background, I want to say that I'm coming from educational field. I'm a music teacher. Even though
So you are yourself a music teacher.
Yes,
Excellent,
absolutely.
excellent.
And working with kids, it's my passion.
Then I will have
That's
to send
my
my
dream.
kids to you.
Yes, you're so welcome. They're so welcome. So that was my passion always. To when I was 6 years old, I started music, and all my life I committed to music. And later I was studying to educate myself how to educate others. And I'm trying with the, best methods to combine everything and, to teach children in Dubai, because here music education is not on a very high level like in UK or Europe or US. So I'm trying my best. So I'm just coming from that field. Music, art, and
but
theory.
do you believe? I was going to
Yes.
piano school when I was a kid.
Yes.
That was the time when I was here in the UAE. I got some certificates from Trinity College from London for doing the theory exams and so on. But unfortunately, when I shifted from the UAE to Europe, I stopped going to music.
Because in Europe it's so hard.
Yes.
I mean, because we have music subjects, right?
Yeah.
And here you have only piano and maybe theory, maybe.
No, I was going with just, as I was taking it as a course. It wasn't like, it wasn't the school.
Even now it's not a school. It's just a course.
Okay.
It's an instrument and theory.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but in Europe it's different. We have all music subjects from primary music school.
In my case, I guess it was, I have seen opportunities for even other things. So maybe that's why,
yes.
I backed
why.
up for a bit from you, from the music. I mean, not fully from the music. I shift. I was even a DJ in.
Of course, because you're talented.
Yes, I have my own by the way, album which I never published.
Wow, it's never too late.
Yes, electronic music, and but still now I'm feeling I want to come back to the to play the piano again, and
Bravo. Okay, so we can do something about that.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Great. So creating 360 came because of actually you were trying to solve a problem in the community, which you were facing, you yourself you were facing.
From my experience, and then later I got twin boys, very active twin boys. Then Corona started, and oh my God, we have to spend all our time in the house. So I wished, that time I was like, no, I have to do something. Definitely after all this finished, I have to do something, not only for my kids, but for all the kids who suffered, indoor, and who were like at this age, tiny age, who never experienced nursery or any sport, or my kids they knew only for the beach that time. Yes.
At that time I was actually stuck. I was stuck out of the country during I couldn't come back because actually I went on a business trip for 2 weeks, and I ended up 6 months.
I remember that.
And my kids had that problem during the pandemic.
All the
because
kids.
they couldn't but luckily my wife tried as much as she could to do activities at home with them. Yes, to do sports, to sing with even music,
to do concerts every night, right, in front of TV screen.
yes.
True.
So no, I mean the idea is definitely great, and I see a very good. It's a great solution for kids, especially here in the UAE.
Much. Thank you
definitely.
So much. As a piano teacher, my professional life was related to kids. Teaching was always been my passion. And watching them, how they learn, how they thrive, how they acquire new music skills, how they're enjoying in performance. So that was my lifetime dream when I was a child before.
So you were thinking of teaching since you were a child?
Since I was a child, since 6 years old, when I first time I touched the piano. And I think that was absolutely, I think that was because of the teacher I used to have. She was an amazing lady. And during my education, I was really blessed and honored to work with, best professors in my city and around, who were like visiting the school and my academy. So from them, I also learned how to do methods, to show the children, like through fun, how to learn music.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I'm asking you because when I was a kid, I was always telling myself, I will never be a teacher. I was all the time, I mean, in classes with naughty children.
Yes.
I wasn't that naughty. I mean, okay, I confess a little bit, but
I wouldn't say.
And I was always saying, no, I will never be a teacher because I didn't want the children do to me what we are doing to the teachers. Okay.
Yeah.
But
suffer.
Yes, but things have changed now. Yes. When like 3 years, now I really have a passion of giving. My knowledge to the young ones. That's why I did lots of free learning on digital marketing.
Amazing.
on IT, and because I have also an IT background
from that field.
Yes. So even that, I have done something which I have never imagined that I will ever do. I started the online courses, working on online courses for digital marketing, and I think we discussed about coding for kids. So hopefully, probably this will also
I would like to
come soon.
Exclusive partner on my part.
Definitely. Yes. That would be a pleasure to do. So things change, and people change.
The teachers also change their impact on kids. different methods we are using, not like 50 years back, right? When the
Yeah.
teacher used to have a stick and, you know, hitting your fingers if you are, you know,
Yeah.
you just are mistaken. One note you're mistaken and then they will beat you. For example, when my mom was in a private music school, this is
Okay.
what happened to her.
Wow.
But it never happened to me, you know, and later on.
Every
Things,
experience is
everything is
different,
progressing.
definitely, yes.
Medicine is progressing. Education is progressing. IT, I mean, right? So, yeah, that's good.
So, you know, my brothers always say, like, Walid, you want to teach? That's unbelievable. You know, I never thought that you will.
Yeah, it was your experience when you
Yeah.
were a student before.
Yeah.
It was just a maybe, you know, not so good experience. That's
Probably,
why. And the
yes.
impact. Yeah, I was maybe more lucky to do it. And music, you cannot teach music if you are strict.
Yeah.
It will not come out.
I know my
The music
my
and the
teacher. Yes,
art,
my
yes,
teacher was
of music.
an older woman, and she was really doing it from the heart. Even when I was doing mistakes or I couldn't read the notes well or whatever, she always, you know, she always helped me. She pushed me. Okay, try again. Do it this way. Do it
Yes.
that way. And really, you know, I picked up very fast.
Yeah, teacher has to be very supportive
Yeah.
and understandable, especially for music, because music is another language. It's a
Yes,
new language,
yes.
right? Like Arabic, English,
Yeah.
and notation. Absolutely. So, yeah, everything comes from the teacher, not from the school. You can go to the best school in Dubai, but it doesn't mean that your
Yeah.
child will be, you know, high level. The teacher is the most important.
What about
my
the kids?
opinion.
Can any kid become a musician or
It
no?
can
Or,
be-
or there is something that the kids should have a sense of the beat, a sense of the music, a
Some
sense.
talent, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, of course. But the talent is only 10%.
Okay.
But trust me, even not like it's, I don't like to say it, but a less talented students, if they work hard, if they
Yeah.
work the right way, they will be musically educated. It's very possible. Absolutely. I work also with ladies who
Okay.
ever dreamed to do piano, but, you know, when they were young, they didn't have a chance or,
Yeah, they
you
never
know,
had, yeah.
different circumstances. And then they, you know, how you grow, you don't think you will ever do it, but it's your wish, right?
Yeah.
And once they tried, now, I mean, you cannot believe how happy they are.
Nice.
Yes.
No, I can imagine.
Yes.
I can imagine.
That's true. That's true. My working experience is like about 13 years. So I work
that's
with
quite, yeah.
yeah. So
That's a
for
quite
all
time,
these
yeah.
years, I work with kids from 3.5, 4 years old, and you know, up to teenagers and ladies, as I said.
Yeah.
So believe me, there is a huge number of very, very positive feedbacks.
Excellent. Beautiful. Okay, Anna. As you're preparing for the official launch of
Yes.
the 360 Kids portal, but this is at the time of recording this podcast. Maybe at the time it will be issued,
Hopefully.
it's going to be already launched. Let's hope so.
Hopefully.
So can you share your vision for the positive impact you hope your platform will have on families? What experience or emotions can you create for parents and children through the 360 Kids portal?
First of all, I want that 360 Kids portal help to parents, first of all, to organize their kids, to find the right activities or therapist or even doctor, pediatric doctor specialist, or services, even if it's a simple haircut, right? And they will be sure that the professionals will do, you know, the best for their kids. Since I became mom of 3, suddenly from 1 to 3, I found myself that I really have to be very well organized to know exactly what each child likes to do. It's talented for any activity, sport, music, art, and what are their interests. three kids
Yeah.
and three absolutely different personalities.
Especially for the twins. That
Especially
was,
for them.
I believe, a
Even
big
they're
challenge. Yeah.
twins, they're completely different. We all think that this is the same thing, but it's definitely not. So I had to study also about the twins and how to raise boys, twin boys,
Oh my
which
God.
was also like far from me. I never imagined I would have boys, but thank God, like for everything. So I want parents to be like relaxed, not to be stressed out,
Yeah.
and to trust the program and whatever they choose. And also, I would like to support young parents, first-time parents, especially moms during their pregnancy, which is one of the most beautiful period.
And hardest period, I think.
Yes, yes, it can be. It can be. Also, like when they become like first-time mothers, also for the newborns, later on for toddlers, preschoolers, and school children and teenagers, which is also very, very hard, as I can see from some of my friends with teenagers or their kids starting to be
Yeah.
teenagers. It was much easier, I think, in our time before than now, with all
Yes,
social
now
media and all.
with everything
Yes,
they have available on social media.
yes,
With I see it with my daughter, because she is now in
yes.
the phase of being a teenager, and I'm trying sometimes to compare her, the time she is living
Yes.
now and the time we were living now. I remember always our parents were saying, you are the worst, the generation, worse than that we'll never see. But yes, every generation
It brings
is
something new,
yes,
new
brings something new,
challenges.
and it's tougher than the previous one.
Exactly.
So now
And this is what waits for us, like
exactly.
as a
And
parents.
when I was younger, I was like, okay, I mean, it's not so hard to talk to a teenager. I mean, we have passed this, we understand everything, but no,
No.
what they come up with is something totally new, and
Yes.
my God, it's not easy.
Yes. So that's why also on my portal I will have psychologist. I think it's very important from any life stage, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
any age group, but also for teenagers. I would put an accent on it, and also to help mothers of teenagers how to deal with them,
yeah.
how to approach them, and a lot of things, and which I will organize through workshops,
Nice.
some informational coffee mornings, and all other activities, of course, which we are preparing on the portal.
Great, great. I think it's a good idea also to have something for parents, something like hypno parenting maybe, or
Absolutely.
that could be interesting also for parents, especially for parents who are having teenagers.
Yes,
Definitely,
absolutely. The hypnotherapy was also recommended before for my daughter.
Yeah.
It was the best to do during the horse riding, because she was also she loved horses, and she was on lessons as well. But at that time, I couldn't find a therapist, unfortunately.
Oh my God. Why didn't you ask
I
me?
wasn't lucky. Yeah, I wasn't lucky. But yes, now we know the best one.
Yes. Okay. Anna, we understand that selecting the right activities and teachers is crucial for the success of 360 platform. How do you ensure that the activities available on your platform cater to children's diverse interests and learning styles?
This is a very good question. As a parent, I would like to know that as well, right?
Exactly. We are a parent, so
course.
that's why
Yes.
this question came up on my mind.
Absolutely. So first of all, I will deal with the partners who are licensed in the UAE. So all the centers, academies, clinics will be, of course, licensed, as same as the tutors and all educators. And also from my personal experience, the teachers I know or the centers I went for my kids and I had a positive experience, absolutely they will be partners on my portal.
So definitely, I mean, every parent wants to ensure what kind of activities are their kids going to have, because actually at the end the parent is the one who is going to choose, not the
Absolutely.
not the children. And now, as the founder of Kiss 360, you must have faced various challenges. I believe everyone's
Oh, yes.
start thinking of starting something new is always even just thinking of it is challenging. So, can you tell us about one challenging moment, okay, and how your passion for this project helped you overcome that challenge? But give me the hardest challenge you had.
The hardest, absolutely, how to establish everything.
Okay.
Okay. So I need someone who will guide me from A to Z, and I just make a call, and I called Mirsiha, of course. So that was the best thing I could do at the
Everyone
moment.
calls her whenever they have a problem
And
or
that's
whatever.
why
Yeah.
that was a word of mouth. That was a person who is always helpful in our community. So I said, no, this is definitely, and she's a woman. Sorry,
Okay.
Walid, but yes.
It's fine.
Yeah. So, and then I said, okay, I will
You
call
don't
her.
have, by the way, to apologize, because actually what made me now into media business, you know, the media was something I was doing. It was a hobby of mine, you know. And previously I was in the security field, in the construction and so on. So when everything, the pandemic and everything came, she is the one who pushed me to
Yes.
to go into
She
media
told me
and
that.
into digital marketing and so on. So there's no need to apologize. I mean,
No, because you're a gentleman, but you know, that's why. So exactly what you said. This is actually, she pushed me to do it faster, like 100%. She gave me your number, and you guys really, you are amazing team.
thank
Such
you very
a
much.
like
Thank you.
great people, very dear and kind and very supportive, very helpful. I don't know anything about business, you know. I'm artistic soul. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
So, but I had that idea that was such a strong, and it was for a long time. And I said, I have to do something definitely. So you guys, you are the right team.
Thank you. I was
Yes.
never expecting
No,
to
thank
get
you.
a
Thank
positive
you. And
feedback
Mirsiha, thank you.
on recording a podcast.
Absolutely.
But
I had to
excellent.
mention.
See, when we talk about this, you know, in 2000, starting of 2016, I decided to start on my own. I was previously working for companies, and I always had that feeling that I can do more, I can do bigger, I can do
Better.
a lot, and
Yeah.
I can do better. And I took that risk. And started my own. And I mean, thanks God, everything is
Thank God.
in place. And I'm happy to do that step. But my friends were always telling me, "Are you crazy? Are you nuts? Why are you doing that risk? You have a good salary. You have why are you risking everything?" I was like, you know, it's something which I want to do. I want to give that risk, because I can see the vision in the future. I mean, where is it going to lead? What's going to happen? I know myself enough, and I just had to do it.
I understand you. You know, I have to tell you another story. Because my parents, they used to work together. They were
Yeah.
entrepreneurs in a very hard time, you know, in our countries
Yes.
before. So
Yeah.
that was really, really challenging. And, you know, when they come home from work, it's still there on their work. They
Yeah.
will answer the calls. They will talk about their private business. They will talk about struggles and successes. But it was all the time. And I was a child who was always quiet. I was practicing my piano. I was studying my school, but I was absorbing
were
as a
absorbing,
sponge,
yes,
right?
yes.
So, and later on, I when I graduated, I said, no, definitely, I will be a teacher. I won't do anything private. I will work for my salary. I will work my best for my students, and you know, that was my field. That was my freedom, actually. But there is something stronger, you something stronger than that, maybe saying what you felt
Yeah.
also. So we have to do it. Why not? And, I was like a little child working in a supermarket. I was hardworking since age of 5,
Yes. Yeah.
and later on I was helping my parents, and I'm so proud of that.
This is it. I know when I was young also, I was always at that time, actually when I was in my secondary school in Serbia,
Yes.
I was going to school. I mean, our father was sending us money every month.
Yes.
We never felt that we are in need or something, but I always wanted to have my own. I wanted
Yes.
to create something for myself. So even though I was working in the construction. I was
Amazing. Yeah, that's very hard. Yeah.
Yes, I worked in the construction. I was fixing bicycles.
Yeah.
I did many things just to have that feeling that
You're worth it.
I'm worth it. I'm worth it.
Exactly.
So this is, I think, something from a young age which
We have in common. So
Yes,
I understand
exactly,
you
which
completely.
makes-
Yes.
Even our daughter, I mentioned it in one of the podcasts.
Yes.
Our daughter is having started her own business. Nobody talked to her, not even me, not her mother. She just wanted
That's
to
amazing.
probably because during her online schooling and so on, she always listens to our meetings on Zoom, what we talk in between, and all the ideas, all the plans we always have. And she just started her own business. She started getting those beads and
That's
selling.
amazing. And it's very creative.
Yes.
It's very creative.
Yes.
And
very, very creative.
tactile
Yeah.
also. This is very good. Absolutely. I
So,
wish her all the best.
And I wish that all the young kids in the future will have that sense of being creative and trying as much as they want to do something for themselves.
I always had the pocket money, but from what I was working, anytime I could come, I could work for half an hour, for 3 hours, as much as I want. I was working with people, adult people. They were always surprised seeing me over the counter, and I'm like, 55.60 dinars. So, yeah, and I never been mistaken. And I was like very determined as a young, child, to do it.
Excellent.
And yeah.
By the way, something came up now as we
Yes,
talk,
please.
and as we mentioned the younger generations. Many young people they think of being creative, such as being doing some creativity on YouTube, on social media, creating their videos and so on. Did you think of having such an activity on 360?
Why not?
For kids, how can a child be a YouTuber, for example?
If this is the age, like by law, allowed, absolutely yes. I would like to support young children, entrepreneurs.
See, but I think if we talk about law now, I'm not sure. We'll have to ask
we have to ask Mircea.
Yes, to ask Mircea. But I can tell you from YouTube perspective, yes. Children can do their own channels, their own movies. Their own creativity, because there is an option when you upload the video, you have to tick that it is allowed for children.
Oh, okay then. Yeah.
Yes. So I think that is an excellent
absolutely
idea.
yes.
Why not?
I would like to.
So we should have podcasts every day. Then we will come
absolutely.
up with new ideas.
Very, very interesting idea.
Excellent.
Looking forward to it.
Now I have a question for you as a parent. I know we already talked about this, but
it's all mixed. Yes, my job is always mixed with parenthood. Yes,
exactly.
And kids.
And I know that you understand the importance of nurturing children's interests and talents. How has your personal experience as a parent shaped the vision and values of 360 Kids?
As a parent and also an educator, the main value for the portal 360 Kids will be the personal approach to each student, each child, toddler, baby, it's and also taking care of children's needs.
Okay, now I know that you have so many activities on the platform, and still many are
To
there
come.
are there
Yes.
to come. Do you have any personal favorites from all the activities that are there? Can you tell us why those activities connect with you emotionally?
Yes, I definitely have the favorite one, which is very dear to my heart. This is a special education. It's, as I told you before,
Yeah.
I had some struggles. I fixed everything, thankfully. But I also educated myself for a part, I cannot say all, for a little tiny part of special education. And also, music and piano helps a lot. We all know that music cures,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So the special education part will be the most important for me. I will really try my best to approach each child or the parent who approach me, to help the best way I can and to recommend the best service they need.
And if a parent is looking for that type of activity,
Yes, and also for activities,
so
yes.
you can also help the parent
Yes.
be prepared and make their struggles easier than what you have
What I
faced.
experienced,
Yes.
just because of that point, I just want to make it easier for them because they're struggling already.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will know who will be the best for their child, which center or which educator or a doctor, therapist,
Yeah.
from my personal experience, from experience of my friends. And, I will definitely commit my time to those families.
And tell me now, when you mentioned that your child had a late
Speech delay.
speech delay, is this something common with children?
It is very common, especially in the area where we speak more than one language, 2, 3, 4 languages. Also, as a young parent, I've seen everyone is putting like tablet in front of the
Yeah.
children, right? So I just wanted her to eat more.
Exactly.
Like all of us.
Everyone is doing
Everyone.
this. Yes.
Or if we go to a restaurant, I want her to be quiet. And she's not a quiet child, even now at the age of 10, almost 10.
Yeah.
She's not quiet. Also, I have to say, using the pacifier for 4 years, of course, it will delay her speech. So that was it. But in my head, in my heart, was absolute mess, and fear, and the problems were just building up.
And
more
what
and
about
more.
are there also children that they speak well, they speak different languages,
Yes.
but they have delay in writing?
But writing comes after.
Yeah.
As far as I know, for the girls will come even later. Because
Okay.
my daughter, she didn't like to draw. She didn't like to write.
Okay.
But now she's writing her diary. She is drawing beautifully.
Because I heard from some parents that they have children who are speaking fluently. I mean,
Yes.
but they have a problem in writing, in spelling, in
Yes. So piano can help.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, because you are working with all 10 fingers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Of course, they will need to write and to practice, and their grip is weak, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have a dominant hand yet. At the age of 5, all kids should have the dominant hand already. But for example, my daughter, she didn't have. She could do writing or drawing with any hand, then she will change the weakness of the hand also. So this is something comes physically, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we need to go for a certain sport to help for the writing delay.
When I start learning piano, I never imagined that I will be able to play the piano with my left hand.
You see? And me, I can do I think 90% or maybe 95. Okay, let's say 90% of the things in my normal life with the left hand, same as with the right. I can also write with the left hand,
really?
but I haven't practiced,
Yeah,
that
needs
it's
practice,
very
definitely.
interesting when you do Arabic writing, if you can do with your left, it's much easier, I believe. With girls, this problem can be up to age of 7, 8. For the boys, it's less to develop their writing skills, as far as I know.
Now, building a solid community is essential for the success of a platform like the 360 Kids. Can you tell us the measures you've taken to foster a sense of connection and support among the teachers, tutors, and families participating in your platform's activities?
Yes, I would like to help children also with my platform, because I will invite all professionals who are thriving in their professions and businesses, who are committed to children the best way, that they will do like an individual program for a child if it's needed, and also help them with their own struggles, as we talked previously, if it's like writing delay or spelling, right? Or maybe, some kids, they don't like to draw.
Yeah.
They just like coloring, but they don't know how to do any form, right? So, music art can help a lot. This is my field, so I know the best. But also other sports can help many other things, physical development, and also that's why I decided to close the whole circle to invite the therapists and doctors, all pediatric specialists, to help us to do the 360, the whole circle, for the all needs of the child.
And this is how you came up with the name of 360,
Absolutely,
right?
yes. This is how it came out.
Excellent.
Yes.
It's very unique. It's very unique
Thank
name,
you.
and I think it will. I'm sure that there will be excellent response from the people in the UAE, and I think you will have also some online activities, so people even from out of the UAE
Hopefully.
can
it will be online.
join.
The most important for me is that people see, that they realize that I'm really doing this from my heart. I don't know, maybe that's my mission after all.
Definitely.
So
Everything
I
comes from
consider
the heart,
like that. Yes. So I'm doing my business the same way for 13 years. And I have amazing response, which makes me so happy. So this is my lifetime dream, my lifetime job, right? Dream job, right?
I really wish you and hope all the best.
I want to bring this. Thank you
this,
so much.
yes.
I want to bring the same idea to 360 Portal, so I can cover a lot of families and kids, and to treat them the same way.
I'm sure you will be very successful in that.
Thank you so much.
Sure. And what about your vision for the future of 360?
Well, I want to see parents with no struggles, around the kids. I want that 360 Kids portal to help them actually to organize themselves, especially in the families where it's like more than one child, right?
Yeah.
So the struggle is real. Absolutely. So I want them also to be very well informed, especially the young parents, young mothers, and to be content at the end, and to be sure that they choose the right thing for their children. I want to see happy kids with smile on their faces, enjoying the activities, even enjoying some therapies which are not easy, right?
Yeah.
Physically, emotionally. And that's my vision. That's my vision.
Beautiful.
After all.
Beautiful. Then definitely I believe that something big will come out of 360 Kids.
I hope so.
Yes.
I'm just speaking from my heart.
And
so
you are
I hope it will just come back.
Emotionally, and I believe that parents and children will also be emotionally connected.
I found out recently that people who have done like some other jobs, and different than mine, they're absolutely emotionally, turned off. from work.
Yeah.
So work is work and emotions are on the other side. I can't imagine that. I always work with emotions, and I will be just doing the same, because it's impossible. It's impossible to do, art, music art, and working with kids without emotions. This is impossible.
Definitely, yes.
But that I would like to do also in 360 Kids. Absolutely, to do it from my heart with all the emotions and with all my knowledge I have.
Now, finally, because usually I look into having the podcast like 1 hour plus minus, not more than that. So we are coming now to the end of this podcast. Unfortunately, it's been a pleasure sitting and talking with you, and I hope that our audience also feel the same. But before we leave, I have one more question for you. So for parents considering using the 360 for their children, what message would you like to convey about the importance of nurturing their children's passion and emotions through engaging activities?
This is very important message now.
Definitely,
to all parents,
yes,
who will be using 360 Kids portal, or they will use something else, right? Dubai is a wealthy country. And here parents can offer to their kids whatever children wants, right?
Yeah.
Giving them every day 1 to 2 activities, different activities, it's too much. But it's very common. The kids get, tired, overwhelmed, and they lose interest for anything, even for the activities they really wish to do.
Yeah.
The other thing is that parents are pushing their kids to do certain activities. And if there is no, initial wish, right, from the kids, why to do so? If they feel like they could do better tennis than football, okay, just go for tennis, right?
Yes,
why to waste time?
Yeah.
And also, parents, they need to understand that for whatever they choose for their kids, each activity, they have to, spend some time, working on it, to be committed, like, let's say 6 to 12 months, and to see progress, especially for the young kids who are starting, who are beginners.
I mean, nothing can happen in a short time. Definitely.
Absolutely. Nothing comes overnight.
Yeah.
So 6 to 12 months, let's say a year, and then after they can decide if they will continue or not, or even to give another 6 months.
Yeah.
Or not to push very young kids to do some activities and they are physically and mentally not ready yet. So in this situation, it's better to wait 3 to 6 months and see. So the right time is very important.
And also, I think the parents' role in talking all the time with the children,
yes,
giving them positive energy for those activities is also very important, because I have seen many parents, they just enroll their children and they just leave it up to the child. I mean, they don't follow up. They don't even watch them.
They don't even watch them,
yes. And they don't know what is going on in their activities.
This is very important for kids. Okay, I understand we have busy parents, busy moms, absolutely understandable. Most of us, we have helpers, so they will take them from time to time. But it's very important, if the mother or father comes from time to time to the session, to hear, to see, to clap hands, right? To give an applause. This is very important in children's
just at
development.
Least for 5 to 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Just to show up.
End of the session, not the whole session. Discussing in the car, wow, how you did it so well. I'm so proud of you. Next time you will do it even better. If you are, if you practice at home, if it's, for example, like piano, or if you practice every day 5 to 10, 15 minutes, or if you do your sport and you will go like 2-3 times a week. It's not only just to give them different activities, absolutely not. And they are lost. They are overwhelmed.
And what would you do?
And they are sad. Nothing is important to them anymore.
Yes.
They just want to come home and sleep.
I know. I know, I understand that. But what would you do, for example, if you know that your child loves a certain activity
Yes.
and he wants it, but it's very hard to the child to adapt to that activity or be good in this kind of sport, music, or whatever. How would you talk to your child that time?
At that time, I will, very good question. We as a parents, we have to be understandable, first of all. When we talk with our kids, which of course we are parents, but we have to understand them, why they have that issue or why they cannot do it.
Even if they love that activity.
Even if they love, because absolutely, it's so hard for the right-handed students to play with the left hand.
Yeah.
So this will take 3 to 4 months really to start using it properly. So first the parents, they need to understand. And then to give, support and an example to their children.
The child
Absolutely. Encouragement all the time. Also coming to the session or end of the session, clap, it's very important.
And always say
Even
that,
if
yes, you can do it.
you
Even
can
though
do
they
it.
are not able to do it,
Yes.
you can do it. And
I was about to say, even if the child doesn't want to go to the session that day, okay, let's sit, let's have a talk. Why? Okay, yes, I understand. But if you do it today, do you know how good you will be on the next one?
Yes.
So I'm doing that way. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I believe I'm right. So
definitely.
As an educator,
yes.
I would like to pass this message to the parents.
So I believe that your children in the future, definitely all three, besides the schooling and everything, they will definitely be experts in some kind of an activity. Yes.
I hope so. I will let them do whatever they want. I mean, to study whatever they want or do the activity they want, as much as they're committed and they are giving their best.
Anna, I want to thank you very much for being here today and giving all those advices and all this added value to the parents. Because I see it was not only talking about the portal, but it's really educating people and educating parents that activities for children is something essential for their life. And by the way, I will leave somewhere here or up the link of 360kidsactivity.com. So for you parents, please go ahead now and open the website and enroll your kids immediately to one of the activities.
Walid, thank you so much for having me
You're
today.
most welcome.
Thank you once again for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to pass to parents some of my experience. And I hope
everyone will enjoy because I really enjoyed listening to you.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say to our audience, parents?
Well, see you soon on 360 Kids.
Okay, you heard her. So see you and take care and tune in to our next episode. See you.